Hi, I'm Craig Wilson of Stuff Magazine, and this is Flower, and we are here watching and playing and testing the new Samsung QLED 8K televisions. Now, there's a lot that's new about these sets compared to previous generations, so we're going to split this up and talk about things one thing at a time. First up though, there are two main considerations that anyone has to think about when buying a new television, and those are picture quality and design. Now on both of these fronts, Samsung's really hit it out of the park. First up, as the name suggests, its new 8K televisions support 8K resolution. Now, while we know there's not a lot of native 8K content out there yet, Samsung has done everything in its power to make sure that doesn't matter. How does it do this? Well, for starters, there's a dedicated processor in the display that upscales any content to 8K to ensure that none of those millions and millions of pixels are being wasted. What it does is take whatever content you throw at it, whether HD, 4K, whatever you have to hand, and upscale it dynamically, so it looks at what is in every frame, and then enlarges the picture, doing its utmost to try and ensure there is no reduction in image quality. Of course, what it also means is that if you've bought a Samsung 8K QLED television, when 8K does roll out, you'll be ready. Next up, I want to talk about design. When you're buying a high-end display, you want it to look the part, and Samsung certainly managed that. First, the display can mount almost entirely flush with the wall. Alternatively, there are two options for how you stand it up. You can either have the feet quite close together, or quite far apart. And when it comes to connections, you're spoiled for choice. Now normally, you end up with a slew of cables hanging off the back of the display, but Samsung's mitigated that with its one connection. Instead, it runs one thin, almost translucent cable off the back of the display and into a separate connection box that is absolutely covered in every connection you could possibly want. The upshot, of course, is that it's really easy to then connect something new. If you get a new console, it's as simple as plugging it into the connection box and you're good to go. Plus, plug something in, and the television will try to automatically recognize what it is and what you'd like to do with it. So, for example, when you pop in a USB drive, it'll ask you whether you want to play content from it. Alternatively, if there are images on it, you'll be able to look at those. So there you have it. That is a quick look at the AI upscaling and picture quality options on Samsung's new 8K QLED displays. Of course, it's very hard showing off the full capabilities of an 8K TV in an HD video. So head into a retailer and experience it for yourself firsthand. Hello, cat. Do you want to come sit with me?